All right, we should get on with the stuff here today. Let's see. I want to talk about Charisma University. Did you know this is a thing? We saw this early this morning. We wake up, and the YouTube starts recommending me some crazy videos, and I found this Charisma University. And I want to know, I hope nobody is using something like this to manipulate the public. This is Charisma University. Charisma on command. Oh, good. Jules, you found the clip. Look at this. And is this the one we were watching this morning?
I think so, yeah.
5 common charisma mistakes you're probably making. I thought this was pretty good. I wanted to show you this one part. Look at this. 5 common charisma mistakes you're probably making. Do you know there's a lot of men out there who enjoy self-help? I see this all the time. Ever since I did that Demons clip about Jordan Peterson, I see people in the comments all the time. He's helped me tremendously. What have you ever done? And I write back, I've helped people tremendously, as well. Many people. Saved lives.
Can't deny that.
Same thing. So there's a lot of these guys out there, and they secretly, this is such a weird thing to do, to sit around and try to study like books and how to be a cooler guy, or like, these self-help tips and stuff. To me, this is something that all organically needs to happen. It's like that love guru stuff. The tricks, yeah, they like technically work because that's the way it should happen if it organically comes out of your mouth like that and your brain is firing that way. But you shouldn't be reading these tips and then purposely applying. They just need to happen naturally, right? I don't like people who are using tips and tricks to manipulate a conversation.
I think you kind of have it or you don't you?
Yeah, you have it or you don't. And if you don't have it, that's it. Just deal with it. I don't like these people who try to, fix this disgusting, broken pile of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just one of Earth's shit people. You're just one of Earth's bad people. Just stay put. Don't try to become one of us. So here it is. Look at this. 5 common charisma mistakes you're probably making. And it's Paul Rudd. Let's hear the intro to this. I didn't hear the intro, but I want to show you this one part about mirroring. And I think a lot of our comedians, a lot of our LA people are actually using these tips and tricks to gain friends and work their way up the ladder. We were watching the, I'll play this in a minute. We were watching the AMAs, the American Music Awards. It should have been called the Mexican Music Awards because you should have seen Twitter. If you tried to follow that hashtag, it was all Selena Gomez's fans in Spanish typing on Twitter. I would ban that. No Spanish on Twitter. I can't even read that. We were watching the American Music Awards, and we were watching the red carpet for about 6 or 7 hours before the show started. They start these things at like 9 a.m., and they do the red carpet until about 8 p.m. now. And we're watching these people, and it's constantly, they just keep kind of repeating the same thing. Oh my God, I'm so honored to be here. He's so positive. He's so kind. He's so great. Oh my God, I love him. He's such a great guy. He's so kind. They say the word kind over and over. Like every interview is the same thing. And you're going, what is so fucking cool about being kind and nice and polite? Just do it. It's not something you really need to talk about or constantly express. And you're watching interview after interview after interview, and they're all using the same words, just in a different arrangement. You're going, is something going on that I'm not filled in on? I even see this in my YouTube comments. You have men nowadays. Men! This channel is so toxic. This is the most toxic channel I've ever seen. Toxic? And then Jules told me, oh yeah, that's how they all talk on Twitter. Everything's toxic. Toxic this.
It's one of the main words of our society.
Now listen, 6 years ago, Jamie Kilstein. Remember Jamie Kilstein? Nice cock! He would say stuff like that, and we were shocked and appalled. We couldn't believe it. Yeah, we knew that feminists use the word toxic. Crazy people. But now just regular-looking boys. This channel is so toxic. Toxic? That's like icky to hear. So you're seeing all this and you're going, why is everybody... They think it's so cool to be nice and so cool to be kind. And I just don't understand what's so cool about this. I'll never understand. Let's watch this little clip. I think people are taking charisma courses. Charisma U. Here.
Universally well liked. And after watching
Paul,
his
wait. I want you to listen to this fucking freak.
Paul Rudd is almost universally well liked, and after watching his most recent Hot Ones interview, I realized he makes an excellent example of some of the most fundamental and easy to implement charisma principles.
Now, I'm watching this morning. This just popped up autoplay, right? I don't know why they're recommending me charisma.
They think you need charisma.
I don't know. I think they know that I have a lot of charisma, and they're charisma. The algorithm isn't really ironed out yet. But you hear the opening, they're like, Paul Rudd is universally liked by everyone and all around and awesome. And I'm like, what? I fucking hate Paul Rudd, you know? So I look at Paul Rudd, I see the biggest phony that I've ever seen, and this video shows me this is what people actually like. Now, I'm going to show you this video because I learned through watching this, I'm almost nearly the exact opposite of what people want today. Isn't that something? And I look at myself as a very charismatic man, but not in a nice way. Here, listen.
That nonetheless, most people just skip. So in this video, we will be covering those 5 core principles and what you can do to make sure you're not one of the people who are getting it wrong. Our first point has to do with touch. As we've often discussed in previous breakdowns, physical contact is a direct way to communicate that you care about someone. But too often nowadays, we pass up on the initial chances to make that sort of...
I never touch anyone. So there's strike one for me. This also could be a video, why does everyone hate Mike? This works perfectly because every example he gives, I literally do the core opposite of.
I don't think touching makes you have charisma. Hey. I hate it when someone grabs me.
Well, I was always talking about there was this comedian, Mike Bridenstine. He was friends with everyone. And everyone liked him when he was around. And my theory was that he would laugh at everything you said. Everything that came out of your mouth, he would laugh and expand on. And I said, I think, people who do that, everybody likes that. Everybody wants their own laugh track following them around. It makes them feel good. And then in this video, they kind of expand on it. They say, yeah, that is one of these things. And that's another thing I don't do. When people tell a joke, I sit there like this. Excuse me. What the hell are you trying to do? Touching, yes. Touching, here's number 1. Touch it. You're not going to see me touch anybody. Ooh. I recoil when people come near me. Mom, Dad, I always say, remember when your grandmother would try to kiss you as a kid? And your parents, kiss your grandma, kiss your grandma.
Aunt
kiss
and uncle
my
hugging as a
grandma.
child.
Imagine kissing your grandma. What is going through these people's minds?
I've actually seen super, what do you call it? I don't know, feminist or SJW types being like, don't force your kids to hug their relatives that they don't want. Kids should be able to choose who touches them.
Yeah.
Because it's a sexual assault.
It is a sexual assault. Don't go near kids. Don't touch kids. I was watching, Mikey movie. We watched the first half of...
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ooh, I liked it. I love it so far. We're halfway through. Don't tell me what happens. Don't try to ruin it. Now, am I at odds with the people who hated it? Opening scene, I loved it. All those but I'm kind of a film guy, so I just like the shots and stuff. But there was this scene where a little girl gets down on her knee, right? A little 8-year-old girl gets down on her knee and touches Leonardo DiCaprio's leg, or was I dreaming that?
No.
Get away from this fucking kid. It looks like she's about to give you a blowjob. She was a sexual kid, too, in that movie.
Wow, you were getting horny?
I was not, but I could imagine men who are into children. And believe me, there are no limits when it comes to men and their horniness. Anthony Cumia, for example, allegedly will throw everything away and have sex with an 8-year-old child. This is alleged. This is what I imagine. If there was an 8-year-old girl, but she had the personality of a 19-year-old girl and was very promiscuous and very slutty, Anthony Cumia would definitely let that girl suck, fuck. He would do all this stuff to her. She would do all this stuff to him. And they would come together and they would be lovers. It's what I believe. So I think there are a lot of men that they know no limits, and when a girl is seducing them, they turn to jelly. Bad Boris K is an example of that too. He likes Bella Delphine, who is 2. Okay, so I just want to show you this one part about mirroring. Let's see if we could find it. Yeah, it was so sick. And they're encouraging this as if this is like a cool thing to do. Do you know where that part was, by any chance, Jules? I fucking hate Paul Rudd, by the way.
I think it was
I don't know. No, we don't know. We don't know. She don't know. I don't know.
Remind me what part you were talking about. I was distracted by the chat.
I said mirroring.
Oh, I think it was fairly...
I don't know where it is. And I'm losing my...
It was definitely that part right before. It was with those 2, Jeremy Renner, in an interview.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, let's see right here. And listen to this. And this is, by the way, if you go, Mike, who cares? This is Charisma U. Charisma U is big. People are watching this. People are using these strategies to get into our minds. I kind of want to show you this so you could realize, someone's trying to strategize. Somebody's using techniques on me. Don't let anyone near you. I had an Indian kid write to me the other day. He goes, Mike, if you could give me one piece of advice from everything you've learned over the years, what would it be? I said, trust no one, hide from all. Now, I saw that he was responding. He said something, but I didn't read it. But that is my advice. Here we go.
Yeah, but do Jackson Pollock when we're done shooting this segment.
Paul prevents the joke from falling flat and validates Sean for coming up with it. Now, of course, it's always easier to joke around with people that you know well, so the best example of Paul supporting other people's jokes come from the press junket for Avengers with Jeremy Renner. The dynamic usually consists of Jeremy...
So they're talking about supporting other people's jokes will get you more friends. And there are kids taking notes. There are people reading this. Again, Torm Delgado used this course. This website doxed everybody who used their course. And a lot of Red Bar members were on the list. Okay.
Making a joke and then Paul building on it, like here.
So I'm very excited to see this movie.
Watch how creepy this is.
Can you see it on my face? This is my excited face.
I can see it. I've hung out with him a lot. You can't contain him right now.
You can see that people really crack up once Paul takes that joke to the next level. Woo! And sometimes all it takes to do this is to mirror someone's position for a bit of physical comedy. To
mirror someone's position in physical comedy. So I'm watching this and going, this is how all these LA types behave. Are they taking courses? Are they reading books? Watch how disgusting this is. This talks about mirroring. This is Andrew Santino's big thing. I mean, whenever he's around someone, he tries to imitate their actions. Then go, I could trust him. I could like him. He's just like me.
And sometimes all it takes to do this is to mirror someone's position for a bit of physical comedy, like here.
It's been...
Tell me. This is my...
tell.
It's been...
Look at that. Mirroring.
Wow. This is my Oprah question.
Building on other people's jokes makes you a fun person to be around, but that's not the main reason that it is such a charming habit. It's because having our jokes fall flat can be quite embarrassing, even humiliating at times. So when someone supports even the most dud of a joke that you might make, you will really appreciate that person.
You shouldn't be doing things that aren't real. How about everybody obey reality, support the truth? Somebody's joke falls flat, you go, I don't know if we could be friends anymore. And you scoot away in your chair. This.
Plus, I don't think
you shouldn't be buttering people up
to learn this stuff. So you're just doing these nerds dirty by even telling them.
Because now these nerds are going to be trying to like support people's jokes. They're going to be like, someone makes a joke, and then the nerd goes, "Here's some support." You know, they're not going to do it in a nice, casual way. This is tough. All right, let's hear some more.
Which means that when you're out with people you spend time with, like friends or colleagues, instead of focusing on one-upping their jokes in order to get attention for yourself, look for opportunities to build on their jokes and make them feel good. You can even save a joke that is failing in front of a group, which will make them appreciate you a ton. But of course, the most straightforward way to validate people and make them feel good is to compliment them. And that brings us to the next thing that we can learn from Paul about direct and genuine compliments.
Okay, so here's number 4, and I go, I never compliment anybody. I keep all my thoughts to myself. You know, if I see someone in public, this is what I do when I greet someone. Like this. They go, I don't know. I don't really like him. So here we go. Number 4, use direct and genuine compliments. Listen to this.
Now, obviously, compliments can on occasion make people feel self-conscious or embarrassed. And in previous breakdowns, we've talked about breaking
Look at all
that
these
tension
assholes!
that might be created by adding a joke afterwards, like this.
You look nice. I like that dress.
Thank you. You lead with such a flattering foot.
Well, I'm a creepy, pervy guy.
That might have given you the impression that you can't just give a genuine compliment, but that is definitely not the case. Simple, direct compliments can be very well received, especially when they are earned, specific in nature, and pertain to something that the other person identifies with.
You guys writing this down?
Watch
watch Paul Rudd. And I always go, oh, this is why I hate Paul Rudd. He's a big ball of wrong. Big ball of wrong. big phony here. So this is what I see. When I see Paul Rudd, I go, there's no soul to him. He's just this happy, nice guy, but it means zilch because it's not real. And then this guy is telling me that's everything that he loves about him. And I'm going, this is the disconnect. This is what probably most people that we're seeing, this is what they're into. They would rather it be fake. They would rather it be phony and nice than anything else. Isn't that something?
Kind.
I am a kind. Imagine saying this when I was a kid. This was not something you said. I am a kind person. You would be beaten to oblivion if you came out as kind.
As Paul compliments Sean Evans after his Hot Ones interview.
I hate to say, though, it's a great idea. It's a great construct for an interview.
Thank you.
I think you're an excellent interviewer.
Let's go through that checklist. This compliment is earned since it does come after the interview.
Wow.
It's fairly specific since he's complimenting Sean's interviewing skills, though mentioning a particular question could probably make Sean feel even better. And it relates to Sean's identity because he created Hot Ones and presumably works very hard on it. If Paul had genuinely complimented his choice of clothing, that might not have meant a lot to him, though it would in the case of someone who spends a lot of time thinking about fashion.
Oh, God. Okay, that's it. Charisma you. I hope you learned something today.
Well, now we all know.
Don't trust a soul. Hi, listen to me. Come to me for your university stuff.
Mike, you're so good at pointing out things to your audience.
Thank you. I feel better about myself because I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. That worked.